Jaxie, Jaxie, Jaxie.
Yeah.
Why you over there smiling, fo, girl? Looking all sassy in that hat.
I'm just teasing Blaze and loving her so much.
Yeah. All right, so this should be cracking off any second now. Oh, there we go. What is up, everybody? How are you doing? Sorry about the awkwardness at the beginning, but I can never tell when I'm going to pop up on screen, so I have to look and wait and look and wait, and then there's like a little bit of a delay. No pun intended, but, you know, run it, bro. I've been getting it my whole life. How is everybody doing on a Saturday night? Y'all are hanging out with me and Jax. Thank you so much for being here. I can't tell you how much each and every one of y'all mean to me, man, and Jax as well. So super stoked to be hanging out with you guys here. When I saw this news, I had no plans of doing a live tonight. But when I see something and I'm like, oh, damn, I want to run to my community, my family, my friends out here, and I want to share it with you guys. So this is crazy. This is wild. We're about to get into this. Diddy literally had a mental breakdown in jail because it's the holidays and oh my God. And we're going to get into that whole thing. It's personally, I find it absolutely hilarious. I have no sympathy at all whatsoever for the dude and everything that he's going through. I'm basically like, bro, you earned that. You earned that. I think that we've gotten to a point right at this point in our society where we're super easy on criminals and we want to make it light on them and we want to sympathize with what they're going through and all this and all that. I can tell you as an ex-career criminal, that doesn't help nothing, bro. That does not help anybody to be like, oh, look at that. I wonder if he had childhood trauma and all of that shit. No, bro. That's not how you stop violent criminals or pee-pee touchers or none of that. So we're going to get into this in 1 second. Real quickly, I want to share something with you guys. This is a little bit personal, and I'm going to try not to cry because I've already done it several times today. Part of why I'm wearing sunglasses, family. But today is the 28th of December, and it has been 2 years since we lost one of our kids, Alan. This was Alan. He was 23 years old, man. And Alan was living in Florida with me and Jackson Graves. And he decided he wanted to come back to Eugene because he really wanted to go to this barber college. And was like, yes, do that. You know what I'm saying? And he graduated the barber college. He got an amazing job. Literally nobody that met Alan didn't love Alan. He was the most like positive, like just happy, inspiring human being. He would make a goal and he'd crush it and he'd pick the next goal.
He's a golden retriever.
Yeah, he was like a golden retriever. And he went out to celebrate with some people, and somebody, you know, he had too many drinks, as, you know, I can relate to that. That's definitely happened to me before. And, you know, sometimes for those of you who have never used and done all of that, if you have too many drinks, sometimes a little bit of that Peruvian booger sugar will sober you up. Somebody offered him a little bump of booger sugar, and the kid didn't know what he was doing, man. He wasn't that type of kid. So he took it, and it turned out not to be that at all. It turned out to be the fent, and nobody had any Narcan, and he passed from fentanyl poisoning. And it's been 2 years to the day. And so I just want to take a second with you guys just to remember him. It's been really difficult, man. It's been a really hard 2 years. So thank you guys for sitting in this moment with me. It means a lot to me. I love you guys. I appreciate that you would stay and more people gather to sit with me while I remember him. He was a beautiful soul, and I miss him every single day. And I'm going to stop now before I cry. Thank you guys. I love you so much for just hanging out for that, man. Victor, forgot to give you this yesterday. Try the Monster Rehab tea, yellow can. Thank you so much, Victor. I love you. I appreciate that. I will. Yo, Joseph Torres. Thank you, dog. Thank you. Alan, rest in peace. I love you, bro. That's huge support, and I appreciate it. Marshall, yo, JD, since felons can't own guns, can they own other weapons such as swords or bows or crossbows? So as far as felons owning those types of weapons, it depends state to state what the laws and the restrictions are going to be. Some states you can own crossbows. The state of Oregon, you can't. You can own compound bows for like hunting and whatnot. You know, it just depends state to state. So I would check with state laws if you're a felon and you want to own guns, because I never want to give you inaccurate information and have you get in trouble, homie. We are all about staying out of getting locked up, not breaking laws, and being a positive part of society here on this channel. So I love you and I appreciate you. Let's get right into this, man, because it's been almost 5 minutes. I don't know if there's going to be anything that they would crack me for in this video, but Sean Diddy Combs had a festive meltdown. That's literally what this article says. They literally said a festive meltdown in a notorious hellhole prison because he couldn't believe he was still behind bars in there. That's literally why he was freaking out, because he couldn't believe it. A panicked Diddy reportedly pleaded with guards to be taken to the prison hospital for observation, claiming he was having a breakdown on Thursday. The guards at the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center refused his request, according to the source close to the rapper who's locked up in September. That's the thing that they will do. If they think that you're being a baby back bitch, they're not going to do nothing for you, bro. They're just not. They're not. They do not fucking care. They do not care about your life in prison. If you're having a hard time mentally, they're going to tell you to fucking die about it, bro. That's how it goes in there. So especially somebody like Diddy who thinks he's special, who thinks he has something coming, bro, they are not going to fucking do nothing for you in there. You know, if you're like somebody who like, they actually, who's a humble dude, you know what I'm saying? And you get the right guard and you're having mental issues, they might help you out, but they are not trying to give you mental health services if you think you're something special. And he's walked into this whole thing thinking he was special. The reason that he had this mental breakdown, and this is what he said, with my high-powered legal team and all the money that I've offered up for bail, how am I still here? I can't buy my way out of this. What type of entitled ass shit is that? I'm not surprised that they did not help him at all whatsoever. He's literally trying to buy his way out of jail when he's been accused of doing heinous acts to multiple women and now children. They don't care about your mental health, punk. In fact, one of the officers told him, do some breathing exercises or some shit. What? He may as well have just called him a punk and slapped him on the forehead with his oh, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was hilarious personally. So look, here's the thing I want to explain to you guys is like jail is a tough reality. And this jail is no joke. I'm not going to lie and say that the Metropolitan Detention Center is something nice, bro. But it's bad if you just came off the streets and you're like a crackhead and you out there smoking bass and robbing grannies and purse snapping, or if you're a tweaker and you're out there stealing cars and doing fraud. Going into jail is a suck-ass reality to go into. But imagine this, bro. Imagine this. Imagine that you live in a mansion and that you can have anything you want whenever you want it, and you're used to people making your food and bringing you whatever you want in bed. You know what I'm saying? All of that comfort and having like billions of dollars, and you know, you can just call whatever shots you want to going in there and you are a number, dog. And they just randomly come in and they're like, all right, Combs, against the wall. Drop your pants, take off your clothes, strip search time. You know, and you have to eat breakfast at like 5 in the morning, and then at 11 o'clock you get lunch, and then at 4:30 you get your dinner, and then you don't eat again until breakfast the next morning, and you have to shit in front of other dudes. You know what I'm saying? People are getting beat up, people are getting stabbed. Everybody's talking to you like you're a piece of shit. It's a hard reality to go from a fucking mansion flying on private jets all across the world to something like that. I guarantee you, you know what I'm saying? Not that I'm sympathizing with them. I think it's great. I think it's chef's kiss that he went from being at the top of the world to being the fucking butt of the joke, bro, in prison. Well, jail. But, you know, he's in federal holding. So, real quick, Journeyman Turd Polisher. Jesus Christ, bro. Your name is so lit. I remember when he got into barber school. I remember when you announced his passing, and I have to say you handled it far better than I would. Rest in peace. God bless you, JD. The thing about it is for me, I knew that it would be the most disrespectful thing that I could do in his memory, to use that as a permission statement to fall off or to not walk in integrity and keep his memory alive with love and integrity, dog. So that's what I did. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for riding out with me for so long, man. I love that you've been a part of this journey. I love that each and every one of you are a part of this journey. And just thank you for giving a shit. All of you. Thank you for caring. Jana C., so sorry for your loss, sis. I love you. Thank you so much. Justin Jones, first time getting here this early. Always happy to see you in my YouTube shorts. Much love from New Mexico. Homie, I'm so glad that you made it to the live. This is the best thing that we do here because it's about us, the whole community, and we get to ride out together. Robert Williamson. Sorry, I thought Robin Williams. Robert Williams. I said your name wrong like 8 times. Just punch me in the mouth, bro. I'm so sorry. What up, JD? Do dirty guards that get locked up for helping inmates get treated good? No, probably not, bro. Because they're gonna have to be taken somewhere where they get moved like out of state so that they don't have any connections, and all the inmates are gonna know is that they were COs, bro, and inmates fucking hate COs in there, so I can't imagine it would be any fun. Christopher Parker, hey JD, sending love to you and Jax for today. Not sure if you remember, but Jacob passed around February 20th of 2023. Love you, bro, and Diddy belongs in the motherfucking wood chipper. Love you, Christopher. Thank you so much, homeboy. Rest in peace, Jacob. Always and forever, dog. You're in my heart. Jacob's in my heart. Anthony Cavazos, good to see you, brother. How you doing? I hear some prisoners served meatloaf. I bet that's the best prison meal. I love meatloaf, especially with ketchup. Have you had prison meatloaf? Is it good? Anthony, I am very experienced with the prison meatloaf. Prison meatloaf fucking sucks donkey dick sideways through the neck, bro. It's terrible. Meatloaf in prison is terrible because it's not like good meat at all whatsoever, and they just pack it full of weird shit. If you eat the meatloaf in prison, bro, you either don't care about your health, or you just have big old balls, bro. Big old balls to eat the prison meatloaf. I think the best meal in there by far is what they give you on Thanksgiving. You get, on Thanksgiving, you're going to get turkey, mashed potatoes, a little bit of gravy, maybe a little piece of pumpkin pie, and it's some of the only real meat that we got with any regularity at all whatsoever. They also had chicken on the bone day. Chicken on the bone day, people would go crazy for chicken on the bone day. But the meatloaf was probably, imagine meatloaf done with bologna, bro. Hey, Jax, if I cook meatloaf with bologna, will you eat it with your mouth?
Absolutely the fuck not.
Yo, Jake, what's up, homie? 19 years old and having twins. Congratulations, dog. I want to propose to my girl. Any advice going forward? We've been together for 7.5 years. Bro, it sounds like you guys have been together for a really long time. It sounds like you guys have it locked in, man. I would propose, bro. I'd do it something special. You know what I'm saying? Get that element of surprise. Find a cool place to do it. When I proposed to Jax, unfortunately, we were on COVID lockdown and I was on house arrest. So we had to make it real quick, but I got us to a beach, as close to the beach as we could get without getting arrested. And I just surprised her. I was like, yo, holy crap, look at that. And then when she turned back around, I had the ring out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure you could come up with something really special because you don't have those limitations. Congratulations on the twins. I'm sure she's going to say yes, and we love you, big dog. King of ADHD. After the Broncos game, I'm about to have a breakdown too. Damn, is it that bad, homie? I'm sorry, dog. Morshoe 64. Apparently, felons can actually own a cap and ball revolvers and black powder rifles as long as they're not legally considered firearms. And again, bro, in certain states, every state has different laws. The state of Oregon does not have that. They have defined what a firearm is in a specific way so that you cannot have that. A lot of people come on the internet and they say stuff that's relative to their state. It's different. It's weird. It seems like with Second Amendment laws, it should be across the board for the country, but each state still can determine what they consider a firearm and what their parameters are. Braxton, how many dudes did Diddy diddle if Diddy did diddle dudes? Much love, brother, to you and the community too. Hope you are doing well, man. Praying for y'all. Love you, Braxton. Thank you so much for the tongue twister, bro. I pulled that off flawlessly. I'm not one to pat myself on the back, but goddamn, I did good. Sean Squatch, Pacific Northwest. What's up, neighbor? From a fellow Oregonian and someone who has been there and done that. Always a pleasure to catch a live stream. Much respect, brother. Yo, huge love and respect to you, homie. Robert Williams, I just want to say what they did to Diddy made Fitty tweets something witty. Yo, wood chipper till their ears flipper. Damn, dog. Bro, you should be a rapper, dog. I'm with that shit. Backwoods Templar. Oh my God. I lost my little girl before I could even hold her back in 2016. I got you, brother, and I'm always ears to those who need it. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. Anthony Cavasso said, house arrest sounds to me more like a reward if you're introverted, right? I had no problem with house arrest. They still let me go to the gym. I was still able to go to work. And honestly, I mean, I don't live much differently, bro. The only difference is I leave my house for tattoos now. And when I was on house arrest, I had a tattoo artist that came to me, and I honestly got inked more often that way, bro. So, you know, I didn't have a huge problem with it. It was just really risky because you have to plot out every hour of every day where you're going to be a week ahead of time, and they can come check. And if they come check and you're not where you're supposed to be, they will send you to prison. Florida has no problem sending a dude like me to prison, dog.
I catered my entire existence around making sure that he was where he needed to be, when he needed to be there, and I handled everything that I could possibly handle that he couldn't. The way it's set up is they set you up to fail, basically. So you have to have a strong support system. If you don't have laundry at your residence, good luck. Like all the little things, the details about life that we take for granted that you're not allowed to take care of for yourself, I did that.
Facts. Clark Sandifer said, love the channel. Can you give my grandfather a shout out for he passed away Christmas morning? Clark, I'm so sorry, man. G-Paw, we love you. We miss you. Huge love and respect to Grandpa. Yo, he went out on a great day, man. I'm sorry that you're missing him. Big love and respect. Brian Clark said, hey, next time you're in Arkansas, you should visit Washington County Detention Center. My son is a correctional officer there. You know what? I would love to do it, man. It's one of my favorite things. My passion is being able to go into places like jails and prisons and rehab centers and being able to share my love and my hope and my experience with recovery and rehabilitation with other people. How blare you? One of my high school teachers got busted for harming kids, and too many of my classmates make dumb comments like, wish it was me. Kids don't deserve that, bro. I'm just going to tell you right now, people see it so differently if it's a chick and it's gross. That's not a woman. That's not a hot woman. That's a pedophile. That's a fucking pedophile. It's gross. Love you, homie. Rick Gidney, thank you so much for the support. Love you, brother. And yo, commentary connoisseur, thanks a ton for helping Jason again. Thank you. Yo, bro, it's family up in this bitch, bro. We all do what we got to do, man. I love being able to help other people, and I was so glad to be able to help Jason. Trev the Tyrant, back to bed, new med's a bitch, but happy I'm here. Yo, we love you, brother. Get off your feet. Go rest. Take care of yourself, man. I'm going to hit you up real soon. Shayna D, do you think Jay-Z will go down with Diddy? We're actually going to be talking about that because right now he's facing a lawsuit for what they claim was an incident that happened with Diddy and Jay-Z where they did bad stuff to a minor together. Like they were taking turns on this minor. And it's not looking good in court for Jay-Z right now. I just got to tell you, Jay-Z just took 2 major L's in court. So first off, he tried to get the judge to dismiss the whole case. He said, this is ridiculous. You can't do this to me. I'm a pillar of my community. And the judge was like, nah, bitch, sit the fuck down. And also he wanted the minor in this, she's not a minor anymore, but she came forward anonymously because she said she's scared because she knows that Jay-Z is a powerful man. She knows that Diddy is a powerful man. And Jay-Z's lawyer said, hey, you have to make her reveal her identity. And the judge was like, no, not doing this. Absolutely not. She doesn't have to, and we're not dismissing the case. So he took 2 L's in one day. He has not gotten any good news in court. Jay-Z might go down with Diddy. We're going to have to see. So far, there's been no criminal filings, but that could all change very soon because the feds still have a superseding indictment. And first they charged Diddy. The superseding indictment is supposed to have his co-defendants and his cohorts in it. And Jay-Z could very well be one of them. I cannot speculate, but I could see it happening. God's Child 40. Jax needs a channel for dealing with you. That's fair. That's fair. I understand. Yo, Rick Gidney, there's no meltdown like a Diddy meltdown. Yeah. My dog quoting LeBron on that bitch. Hell yeah, bro. Ginger Arthur. Yo, JD, I love your message and what you do. I've always wanted to do something to help catch these creeps. Any ideas? Well, Ginger, I'm just going to tell you that my absolute advice is to figure out a way you can work with law enforcement, because you see a lot of these people out here on the streets doing these like performative acts. Like they'll go into a Walmart and they'll meet up with them at a Walmart, and then they'll hit them with a shopping cart, or they'll punch him in the face 3 times. I won't call the cops if you let me punch you in the face. I guarantee you, as soon as that pedo walks out of there and they leave, that pedo's right back on that app hitting up more minors. So work with law enforcement, get them off the fucking streets. And if anybody tells you that that's snitching or that you're no good for that, you just tell them to come find me. I'll fuck them up for it. I don't give a fuck. We taking care of these babies out here. That's what we do. And I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you have the heart to do that. It shows a lot of character. Until the light takes us, only one famous OG in that jail, and his name is Luigi. Yo! I'm with you on that, big dog. So let's get back into this real quick. Oh, hold on one more. We got Shado Prime. Keep those L's coming. Free Luigi. Take Praise-y. Praise-y. That shit's lit, dog. So Diddy's alleged meltdown comes as a judge ruled that an Alabama woman who says she was raped by Jay-Z and Diddy when she was 13 can proceed anonymously for now. So this was a combination of the Christmas thing and of Diddy being upset that he was, how are you gonna keep me locked up during Christmas? I should be out there on my yacht raping 13-year-olds again. Yeah, that's not what happened, bitch. Diddy faced a bleak Christmas in the Brooklyn jail. The disgraced music mogul continues to refuse meals while in lockup as he waits for his criminal trial on federal sex trafficking charges. So it looks like he's still refusing the meals, but eating off canteen. According to this, he's been in there for a while and he's still refusing to eat the meals off the line. And I can tell you why I believe that is. Because I believe that he's afraid that they're going to be poisoning his food. And when you've got those weird charges, that's some shit that 1000% happens, bro. They will 1000% put awful, terrible shit in your food. Real life human feces, dog. Yeet, skeet, jizz, comes, they'll put anything. Cleaning chemicals, broken glass, bro. We put broken glass in this fucking pedo's shit, bro. He started biting into it and his fucking just blood in his mouth. Bad stuff do happen, so I understand why he's not eating, and it makes sense. Yo, Macan. Yo, JD, love your stuff. I've been clean for 5 years as of yesterday. Your stuff helps, for real, dog. Yo, congrats on that 5 years, baby. We neck and neck with it, bro. 5 years is a damn good feeling. Melissa Lynn, JD off topic, but if Luigi got a jury of his peers, what jury does not... if the jury does not find him guilty, is he going to go free? If they find him not guilty, yes, 100%, he goes free. So, and I have speculations about that. I think that, there's a lot that could create reasonable doubt. I think that the state and the feds both have a case, but I think that there's holes in that case. So, in recent court appearances, Combs was described in reports as being astonishingly thinner, grayer, after spending the last 3 months behind bars. While cameras were not allowed in the federal courtroom, law and crime reporter Elizabeth Milnew described Combs looking starkly different from how he appeared in the video playing hacky sack in Central Park just days before he was arrested. And that makes sense. If he's only eating off canteen, if he's stressed out, if he's got hemorrhoids, you know what I'm saying? 100%, bro. And honestly, everybody gets skinnier in county jail for the most part. Unless you got big balling cash, which he does, he could be eating $200 worth of canteen a day if he wanted to, but he's probably so stressed because he went from that yacht mansion life we talked about to being surrounded by dudes, taking shits, farting, beating each other up, all that shit. And let's face it, Diddy was never hard on his own. Diddy was gun hard. Diddy was, I have a lot of homies that are shooters hard. Diddy was, I beat up women hard. But Diddy is not one-on-one or, himself on 5 dudes hard. There ain't nothing gangster about that play-ass bitch, bro. He's a fucking punk, dog. S said, I wanted to get your advice on my case. A guy accused me of pointing a gun at him on the road. I didn't do it. No witnesses, and he is a violent felon. Are you a violent felon? Because let me tell you this. Any good lawyer is going to ream him out in court. So if there's no witnesses, if there's no cameras, if there's no nothing like that, he's going to have to get on the stand to testify against you. He's literally the only thing saying that you actually did it. Okay? So the second that he gets on that stand and he testifies, you get to bring his character into play, which means you can reveal his entire criminal history. And I highly doubt if you've got a clean criminal history that a jury is going to convict. I don't care whether you're guilty or not, bro. I'm just telling you what it is. I would run that bitch all the way to the box, not take any deals. I would take it all the way to a jury trial. I'd win that shit, and then I'd be like, "Bia," and slap my dick on the table. Right, Jax? Yo, Brian Clark, what's up? All pedos need to learn to ditch snorkel. I like ditch snorkeling. That's lit, bro. Hell yeah. Anthony Cavasso said, if you go to prison and put your head down and don't look anyone or talk to anyone and you don't have weird charges, is it possible to make it through without fighting or being in an altercation? I'm sure anything is possible, bro. Here's the thing. Is that you could do literally everything right in prison, trying not to get in any types of situations, but you have so many people in there who have mental shit going on upstairs. People who are not mentally well. You understand? You hear me? People that, you know, that are just liabilities, that it's possible for somebody to freak out and attack you at any moment. Literally any moment. They could stab you for no reason. They could bash you with a lock and a sock for no reason, because there's a bunch of people in there who are not mentally well, dog. So you could do everything right and bad shit could still happen to you. Also, if you're not looking at people and you're walking around not projecting strength, a lot of people are going to consider you weak. They're going to read weakness off of you and think that you're afraid. And then if they think that you're afraid or you're weak, they're going to want to take anything that you have. So just not walking with your chest puffed out, ready to fight at any moment is a liability in and of itself. People might think that you're sweet and they might try to take your stuff or your butthole. You just never know. I don't know how cute you are. I'm hella cute. If I walked around acting timid, they'd probably try to get at my leather Cheerio just because I got these cheeks. You know, right, Jax? You know, they can't see your facial expressions. I love that. Janessa said, I wanted to say I have so much respect for you and Jax. I hope Jax starts her own channel. I would love to hear what she has to say and learn from her. She has such a beautiful soul. Respect. I love you, Janessa, and so does Jax. And I am really encouraging her to do that. And who knows, 2025 really could be the year. Yo, I just seen somebody say Jelly Roll. This shirt, Jelly Roll they do not sell these shirts. They make these shirts for first responders, and him and his team awarded me one of these shirts because I work heavily in treatment, and I've Narcaned so many people that I guess I just get one of the limited edition money can't buy Jelly Roll first responders shirts, which was a huge bless. When I was hanging out with them backstage, he hooked me up, man, and I was really, really honored. Commentary connoisseur, do you think Diddy's family will ever socially recover from this? And do they deserve to? Well, I think that there's been multiple fucking allegations against Christian King Combs. I don't know that any of them have come to fruition, except there was that one that was a lawsuit, and I haven't heard from that lawsuit since, so I don't know if he settled out of court to keep them quiet. There was also Little Rod actually was backing up that lawsuit, saying that he was there for part of it. So I don't think I don't think his reputation's ever going to come out. But have you heard that dude rap, bro? Have you heard that bitch rap? Yeah, if you hear that bitch rap, he came out with a battle rap trying to diss people who were calling his dad a pedophile. And oh my God, it was the most terrible shit, bro. And you know, his dad has studios, his dad has producers, his dad has people that are technicians on point to try to make you sound good. And it was hot trash. Shady knows, Shady heard it. It was hot fucking trash, dog. It was the worst shit I ever heard. So yeah, I don't know, man. I definitely don't think Christian will. There was that whole altercation that they had with, was it Ray J or somebody like that? And all of them got punked out. It was all three of them, and they all three backed down to like one dude. So I would say probably not, bro. I think their reputation's pretty much in the trash, bro. I think they shoddy. So let's see. It also says that Diddy also faces the indignity of being upstaged at the detention center by another prisoner more famous and more popular among the general public. So up until now, Diddy thought that he was the like king of that situation there, that he was the most well-known there. And now he knows that Luigi Mangione, 26, is being held at the same facility after being charged with the shooting murder of the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson. He knows that he's there, and he is no longer the biggest case in there. And imagine being a billionaire and having been rich for, you know, decades, and you get just shown up by this 26-year-old kid who's been falsely imprisoned for something that he didn't do. Free Luigi! Prolapse Danis! Hell yeah, brother! Diddy remains jailed in New York, awaiting a criminal trial on federal sex trafficking charges. He also faces a wave of sexual assault lawsuits, many of which are filed by the plaintiff's lawyer, Tony Busby, a Texas attorney who says his firm represents over 150 people. And we are not just talking about women, we are talking about men who allege sexual abuse and exploitation by Combs. The lawsuits allege many individuals were abused at parties in New York, California, and Florida after receiving drug-tainted drinks. We all know how he does it. He be dropping it, and then you drink it, and then you pass out, and then you wake up, and Diddy's booty-ass naked up in your booty-ass naked booty, and he's singing the blues on you. Ugh, Ready Trainer Red. How can we put money on Luigi's books? So look, I do have a video, a short, if you want to go and look it up. I've got all the information on there. If you want to put money on Luigi's books, not only can he use it for Canteen, he can also use it to help support his legal counsel. But do be aware, if you're going to put money on Luigi's books, that he does have, like, he is worth $6 million. This dude is literally Batman. If he did it, he literally was rich. And if he did it, he literally did it not caring about money or his own life. This wasn't for him. This was because he felt that the system was fucked up and he wanted to do something about it. Anthony Cavasso said, problem is, when Diddy gets back out, he's going to go back to his money and harming more kids. I don't think Diddy's getting out, to be honest with you, Anthony. I think that we have seen the last of Diddy's days on the streets. I 100% would say I don't think he's ever going to see the freedom of walking down the street ever again in his life. And, you know, it's not this case that he's facing right now, because on this, he could get out 15 to 30 years from now, depending on if they hit him on all the charges and what the sentencing is. There is the potential for life, but I don't think he'd get natural life for this. But when the superseding indictment comes out, I think that's when there's going to be the more harrowing charges. And I think that once the superseding indictment comes out, I would say that Diddy is absolutely fucking cooked, bro. And I know that they've been working on it for a while. I have a friend who I work with, and we expose predators, right? And this friend was a federal agent who did this with the feds for a long time. A lot of their friends are feds, and they have a friend who has been sitting in on these federal grand jury hearings. And there's shit that I know that I've promised not to tell anyone, but it's going to come out. And Diddy is never getting out. And some of the other people who are going down with him are not going to be the people that you think. Some of the people are, some of the people are not. I'm just going to tell you right now, this is going to be fucking huge, bro. This is Epstein level, and it goes beyond the rap game. It goes into the sports world, the fight world. the fashion world. This is fucking, it's gonna be crazy, bro. Eric Weltheroth. I think I said it right. Love you, brother. Hey, JD, can we ask about whatever we want, or would you prefer we stay on topic? General question for any time I join your live. My brother, you can ask anything that you want, homeboy. I'm here, like, I am not important, bro. I'm just one person in this live. There's 2,300 people in this live. I'm not any more important than any of you guys. So if you guys have questions you want to ask, this is our time together. This is our community. I love you guys. I'm here to hang out with y'all. So whatever you want to ask, I'm here for it, bro. Just don't ask me to show my butthole because that costs extra. Right, Jax? 2,500 in the chat and only 800 likes. Come on, guys, a little better. So in her lawsuit, the woman who says she was raped at 13 years old, bro. This is Diddy and Jay-Z. 13-year-old identifies herself as Jane Doe. She said she was living in Rochester while making her way to New York and befriended a limousine driver who drove her to an after party at the MTV Music Awards, where she said she was eventually attacked by Jay-Z and Combs. So that's crazy, bro. Yo, Shady, big love, homie. Hell yeah. 13 years old. Alex Spiro, a lawyer for Jay-Z, asked the judge to dismiss the entertainer from the woman's lawsuit, and he requested a hearing on the case for the day after he made his request in writing on December 18th. The judge told him to get on before he got shit on, and said he would not dismiss him in the case. And also said that the victim does not have to identify themselves. Straight up told him no, 100% no. Victor, kind of wish Luigi had a better silencer. That's why his gun jammed. You know, the suppressor was, I believe, homemade, or maybe just a shitty suppressor. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. I remember I watched Brandon Herrera's video on the whole thing, and he ran it down. Actually, thinking about it again, I don't think it was a homemade suppressor. But if you want to know more about the gun and the suppressor, Brandon Herrera has an incredible video about it. I love that dude. I was texting with him earlier, and I truly 100% hope that he gets made the director for the ATF in this country so that he can help disband and dismantle that bitch all the way down to the nuts and bolts. Cheryl Turner, absolutely love you and Jax. Aw, hard hands. Wishing all a very happy new year. Happy new year to you, Cheryl. Jackson, I love you as well, sis. Ready Trainer Red, for the you-know-what cause because YouTube hates free speech. Are they still messing with you when you try to say, what shiver? Yo, I said that about the 800 likes and 200 people hit the like button. Thank you, guys. I love you. I deeply appreciate that.
Bear Gibson, it's so good to see you in here.
Bear, what's up, man? How you doing in there, dog? We all proud of you, bro. We hella proud of you. Eric Weltheroth, thank you. Just wanted to say I super appreciate your content. And yes, you are important. Keep up the great work. Fuck these pedos. I'll just be saying it loud, dog. YouTube might get mad at me later for that, but for right now, I'm on a cold one, bro. I've had like 3 monsters today, brother. What up?
Calm down.
Hands in my pockets. All right, well, I think that we're done with the Diddy thing. It's kind of getting redundant. We're going over stuff that we've already talked about the Jay-Z lawsuit. So, that's the news. He had a mental breakdown. For anybody who wasn't here from the beginning, Diddy had a mental breakdown on Christmas in jail because he thought that with a really expensive lawyer and with offering him $50 million bond, that he should have been able to get out of jail, and he can't figure out why he's in here, and I really want to go to the medical. And the cops were like, no, bitch, shut the fuck up. And one cop told him, do some breathing exercises or some shit. And yeah, they just left him in there having a panic attack and a mental breakdown. Now, what I do want to talk about that is what happens when you are in jail or prison and you have a mental breakdown or you have a panic attack and the other inmates see that. They see you as a bitch, dog. They see you as a fucking bitch. So when they saw Diddy having that mental breakdown in there, it's a bad look, bro. If you start crying in jail or prison, it better fucking be because you just went to the chaplain's office and found out that your mom or your grandma or one of your kids just died, because that's the only way they're gonna have any sympathy for you. If you go to if you walk around fucking jail or prison or somebody sees you crying, they're gonna think you are a whole ass fucking bitch. And that puts a mark on your back, bro. And dude already has some marks on his back right now. He's got some targets, dog. That's why he's not eating, because he knows that he's got targets on his back. So, and yes, Diddy does make ass music. Who said that? Third Degree Burns. I've never fucked with Diddy's music. I've always hated Diddy's music. So now, they have all seen Diddy break down and cry on Christmas because I don't belong here. You guys have to let me out. It was a mistake. I don't belong here. I have lots of money. Yeah, they're not gonna like that, dude. That dude is trying to act like he's special. The cops think he's a whole punk. The inmates think he's a whole punk. He's mad because Luigi's more high profile than him. It's just all bad for him, dog. He's made it gone from bad to worse. Shauna D said, send me some love, fam. I graduate this spring, 2025. Drug counselor, sober 6 years. Shauna D, hell yeah. We are so proud of you, sister. And yo, we got the commissary connoisseur up in here again. Thank you so much. Sure wish we could see Zero. Zero stays downstairs, because when dad gets high energy, he starts jumping all around me. And I have fresh ink. And if he claws at my fresh ink, I'm going to be really butthurt, bro. But we all love Zero. He's a good boy. CS Ray, what's up? Oh, poor little Diddy. Oh, poor little Diddy. CS Ray says, poor little Diddy. Ha! Love you, family. Brandon Carroll, mad love, homie. You and Jax are amazing. What's up with your friend, the Alaskan Avenger? He is out. He's making content. He's been on live several times already since he's been out. Some people got him set up with a Airbnb. And in fact, they told the dude who owns the Airbnb, because Jason was like, look, this has to be completely on the up and up. And if you rent me an Airbnb, the owner needs to know that it's going to be me that's staying there, because I don't want to do any of this sneaky. And so the lady hit up the first Airbnb she hit up. She was like, hey, you know, I'm trying to rent this for Jason Vukovic, the Alaskan Avenger. And the dude said, holy shit, no way. I love that dude. Hell yeah, I'll rent to him. So he's doing really good, man. And he's back out on house arrest. You can go check him out on the Alaskan Avenger channel right here on YouTube. Mr. Nobody 1111. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Yeah, bro, LeBron saying that really came back to bite him in the ass, didn't it? Actually, it's hilarious to me. Anthony Cavazos, what if you're caught crying in prison, they see you as weak, but you end up mopping the floor with the hardest inmate in a fair fight? Bro, ain't nothing sends a message like them hands, doggy. You know what I'm saying? Nothing speaks louder than them hands. 1000%. If you a tough motherfucker, you can afford to cry. If you Diddy, you can't afford that shit, bro. He can't afford that shit. But if you a tough motherfucker, you can cry whenever you want, dog. And I'm going to just say this. When I was at Minimum, we went in and we watched, and so they had a TV room there. And, you know, I spent most of my time at Maximum, but when I was at Minimum, there's a TV room, and we watched this movie with Will Smith called 7 Pounds. Have any of you ever seen it? 7 Pounds is a movie about a dude who knows he's dying, and, you know, he's trying to leave something for his son behind, and he's trying to donate organs to other people he's just trying to do good shit. It's a tearjerker. And I'm sitting in there with a bunch of gang members. We're all watching it, and I'm like holding the tears back. I'm like, fucking allergies in here, bro. And I look over, dude right next to me is a Southsider, a Sereno, with his whole head blasted back, tattoos across his face, and he's just letting them flow. He's like, bro, this movie's sad as shit, Holmes. I was like, oh, damn. I looked around, everybody was crying. So there's times and places and exceptions, you know. Surfboard, what is up out there in Cocoa? Yo, JD and Jax, hey, from Cocoa Beach. Love you guys. All the best for the new year. All the best for the new year for you too, homie. Well, we've got 2,000 people in here. I don't know if anybody out there doesn't have something that they're doing on New Year's Eve. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't have places to go or people to hang out with on the holidays. I will be going live with Jax. We're going to be at a nice little we're staying at a nice little inn for New Year's Eve. We're not going out. I'm going to take her out to a fancy dinner, and then I'm going to do a live for a little bit. So if there's anybody who is alone We don't want you to be alone.
And if you are fresh in recovery and you can't hang out with your regular people because you don't want to slip up, but you also don't want to be alone, it's an open space. It's a safe space. You can come kick it with us. We love you.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. Everybody is invited. I just don't want people to be alone on the holidays, dude. It's something that like really was impressed upon me because I got a message from somebody who told me that they were suicidal on Christmas last year when we did our live, and that we helped them through, and they don't know if they'd have made it, and they thanked me for that. And so it just made me go, holy shit, bro. I don't want anybody to ever be alone on the holidays. So I'm going to try to give a little time and space every holiday to be on a live so that I know that no one in my community is riding out alone, because I don't want anybody to ever feel like that. So you're all welcome. You're all invited. Anthony Cavasso said, hey, a 16-year-old tried as an adult for hurting a baby. How do other inmates treat a minor on minor crimes? Not good, bro. If you're 16 and you hurt a baby, bro, baby hurters don't do well. Just period, point blank. Josephina, you dating a new guy who did long in prison time, asked me not to Google him.
Google him.
Google him immediately. I didn't. He told me about it. Money, crime, white collar bank shit. Asked who he ran with, and he said himself. That a thing? 5 years? I don't know that life at all. Google that man immediately.
Expeditiously.
Immediately. Josephina, Google that man immediately. Google him.
In fact,
Anybody who is down on good charges is not going to ask you not to fucking Google them.
I wouldn't just Google him. I would hire someone with access to things that you're not going to have access to, just running a quick internet search and really get all the dirt on this dude. Just the fact that he told you not to is a giant gaping red flag.
No one who is down on fraud crimes is going to hide that they were down on fraud crimes. Google that man immediately for your own safety. Backwoods Templar. Worst part of my job is when a local sex offender comes out and I gotta play nice. Any advice other than to quit? I don't know that I could do it, homie. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I have 100% had a client come in and tell me that they were a sex offender, and I'm telling you, I've never kicked someone out of my fucking office so quickly, dog. I won't do it. I just won't do it, man. Just don't do anything crazy and lose your freedom. Shado Prime, would Luigi be treated differently if he was caught crying, or would they give him a pass because of his charges? My name is pronounced Shadow. Sorry, Shadow. I just didn't know why there wasn't a W. I love you. I'm sorry. So Shadow Prime, look, man, I think it just depends on what the context of what he was crying about is. You know what I'm saying? Like if his mom died or something, he'd be straight. I just don't know. I do know that like the dudes in there are gonna see that dude as a hero. He's gonna get passes that Diddy's not gonna get. He's gonna get passes that I never would have got. I wasn't a fucking hero. They're gonna see him on the level with the hero. Like they love shit like that in prison. They love cop killers. They love, they're going to love that dude in prison. That dude's never going to have to worry about shit. Plus, if he goes federal, he's going to run with the Italian car, and those dudes are going to take really super good care of him. He's going to be just fine. The Disney Lover 23, for staying clean, change people, change places and things. I had to move, change my socials, and number and get away from that life. We'll have 6 years in April. I love you all, and I hope that helps. Hell yeah, Disney Lover 23. I appreciate you putting that advice out there to everybody.
Brian Warren, convictclothing.net.
Hell yeah, convictclothing.net is where my merch is at. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure you all know by now, we have a great Make Pedophiles Afraid Again line. We've got some Deny, Defend, Depose line, and we've got some new shit that just came out. The new Make Pedophiles Afraid Again shirt, I don't have it yet to be able to show you, but it is available on our website. It is very patriotic because I love this fucking country. Despite the problems that we have in this country, I will always be here, and I will fight for my fucking country, and I will fight for my fucking people until we win. Canucks fan 94, what's your opinion on finding or charging the parents of juveniles who commit crimes as a way to motivate parents to actually start parenting their kids? Whew, that is a good question, and it's a cooker too. I think I think that it depends on the situation. You know, if you've got special needs kids and the parents are clearly doing their best, I know that my parents were not responsible for my motherfucking actions, dog, and I have great parents. I really do. But I was on a mission. I was hell-bent on a mission to start some fuck shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I can't really see it. Now, if the kid gets a hold of a gun because you're irresponsible and you're leaving a gun out, I get that. I get that. If you're being criminally negligent, I get that. But, you know, holding parents responsible for their kids' crimes is a very slippery slope, I think. I think it would be a very case-by-case basis, and I think it would have to be pretty glaring for me, personally. Anthony Cavazos, you know, JD, I've always idolized guys like you, tough, rebellious guys, things I'm not, but I wish I was more. I'm more the goody two-shoes who was on the honor roll in high school and follow the rules, boring. Dude, you are not boring. You are the person who's doing things the right way, the way that it should be done. Trust me, the road that I took was not an easy road. The road that I took was not a pleasant road. And the world needs you, bro. The world needs all of us. Everybody has a path. And if you find your way to a positive point in your path, we could do amazing things in the universe, bro. But I always wished I was more like you, dog. Dead ass. I always wished that I could have been satisfied to just do the simple things, bro. But there was just something broken in my head and in my heart. And I was on a path of destruction, dog. It's nothing to idolize. It really isn't. You're the hero, bro. I love you. William O'Keefe. My wife is sleeping with a black dude while my baby is in the room in bed. Why is everyone telling me to get over the pedo shit going on like that? I don't think that's cool, bro. I don't think that's cool. I don't care what color the dude is. I don't think it's cool to be fucking next to a kid, bro. That's fucking weird. Jax, do you think that's fucking weird?
That is absolutely not okay.
Fuck no. Fuck no. We're on your side, dog. Gioni, have you heard about the update on the two creatures that ran over the retired police chief in Vegas? The judge stated that they were unfit to stand trial. Unfit to stand trial on what motherfucking grounds, bro? On what grounds? Twitch, cause fuck you. Hey, JD, I didn't know if you covered it or not yet, but did you see those two monsters in Georgia? They just got 100 years for raping their adopted special needs son. The story made my blood run cold. Twitch, we actually did a whole ass live on it yesterday. Yeah. Motherfucking, and I cannot stress this enough from the bottom of my soul all the way down to my asshole. What jibber? Slang and Genos. I put your hunter stickers on my bear spray can. Now hopefully I can go find one. Hey, that's fucking beautiful. What poem is that from? Because that touched my soul. C.S. Ray, mama couldn't stop my bad behavior, but by the grace of God and guys like you, I stayed out of jail even though most of my friends are there nowadays. And you know what? The only reason that I'm not locked up right now is because of the intervention of God. He intervened in my life so many times I cannot even begin to say. And other men like me who took the time and cared enough to reach back and help me through. So I 1000% relate, and it's an honor for me that God has put me in a place to where I can be that person for other human beings now. Because to me, that's the highest purpose. That's the highest calling. That takes my story, which otherwise would be nothing but chaos and damage and just awful, and it gives it a purpose. I have purpose now. My life has a meaning because I get to use it to try to help other people. So I love you, family. Brandon Carroll said, justice for Abby and Libby, finally 130-year sentence. 130-year sentence is still probably not enough. You know what I'm saying? Somebody called me Nip God. You know I got it like that, baby boy. God didn't bless me with too much, but I got freckles and weird nips, homie. What up? What? Are you just saying yeah, or are you trying to say something?
No, Bear Gibson is asking for tips on dealing with temptation that's going to get hit hard once he gets home.
Bear, I'm going to tell you right now, they should be teaching you relapse prevention in there. One thing that's really, really good. Yo, Carlito, Eugene Drummers, hell yeah. One thing that I've used that's really, really good is so when you're getting the euphoric recall, which is what we call urges, it's what we call, when you get those tough urges, it's called euphoric recall. That comes from a specific part of your brain, and you can shut that down by using the mathematical part of your brain or the sensory part of your brain. So just by running through simple math problems, you can help yourself divert your brain away from the section of your brain that is giving you those urges. So, it could be simple shit like 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16, 16 plus 16 is 32. You can just run it like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is look at 5 different colored things in the room that you can see, point to something that you can hear, point to what you can smell. And this is using your different senses. Running through your senses will also take you out of that. And every single time that you beat one of those destructive urges, homeboy, you get bigger and the urges get smaller. They get shorter in duration and they get less powerful as you grow in your recovery. Practice it every day. Urges can be a gift, bro, because it gives you the possibility and the opportunity to learn what you're capable of overcoming. And I believe in you, dog. You're strong as fuck. Taylor Evans, what's up, brother? Any update on Jared Leask? Adventures with Purpose, dude, I brought up a while ago. I can't find anything online about it. And Taylor, that brings up a great point because that dude has some serious allegations and I have not been able to find anything relevant or new on it. I haven't been able to find anything that I would say is conclusive evidence. And I haven't been able to find anything recent, and that's actually what I'm waiting for too, homie. So we're in the same boat on that. You guys, I love you. It's been almost an hour. I'm going to jump off of here and spend some time with my wife for Saturday night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. You guys absolutely are a huge part of my life. I'm going to be doing a live tomorrow night, and then we're also going to do one on New Year's Eve for a little bit so that nobody has to be alone on the holiday. I love each and every one of you guys, and we are going to be seeing you real soon. Until then, love yourselves because you're worth it. One love. Be